So yeah, we've obviously been working together now for I want to say 4
6 months.
months, 5 months, 6 months. Yeah, time flies.
I mean, we
Um,
started in
let's
Easter, right? So I think it's 6 months now.
yeah, great. So if we can cast our mind back there, do you recall what it was about why you guys wanted to get started and start building a personal brand?
Um, Let me see. So we've experimented with many people who would do content for us. Some more successful than others. I think the main piece which is missing in the industry is having good kind of value for money. And so there is a reason why we decided to start, and there is a reason why we stayed, right? And these are, I think, two different reasons. But we decided to start because I think you have a very compelling argument with Oscar, if I'm not mistaken, who has like a bunch of followers. There was a post that had 1.6 million impressions. Maybe these stats have changed since then, but I'm a big believer in congruency. So if you're selling a service and you've been able to achieve the result you're selling, that's pretty compelling. So that was the reason why we decided to give ContentSmash a chance. In combination with seeing like previous work, I think you showed me. I was actually going through my notes. Um, the examples of posts and visuals you guys are making, and it's not just a quick write up. It's there is like thought behind the visuals. There's like some um, proper content creation, which again none of the other providers we've tested before was able to reach that quality.
What does the business look like then versus what the business looks like now in terms of operations, internal, how you guys run things, high level revenue? Don't have to share numbers, by the way.
Yeah, so look, when we started, we were like figuring out what we want to do. So it was very, very early stage, different verticals, still kind of figuring out the ICP. Since then, we are now live in over 20 customers. We have five of the top biggest QSR brands. So think names like McDonald's, Burger King, Dunkin' Donuts across 5 continents. So it's a significantly expanded operation. A lot because we focused on like a specific vertical and specific problem in kind of the restaurant space. But also because we kind of improve the value proposition, improve the product, improve the messaging, the positioning. So it's been many things that came into play.
Epic. Love it, man. Glad we could bring you some results along with the stuff that you guys are doing because you guys have got a great team as well. So it's a nice, I think it's a very nice pairing combination that we all kind of work together on this system to build it out together, right?
Yeah, and look, I think the big value of ContentSmash is you guys are very adaptable. That's what I love. It's like we said, hey, we need to get a specific result. Let's say we need more leads, or we need more awareness, or we need more impressions. You would optimize for whatever is important to us, which I think it's absolutely spectacular. And two, you also go the extra mile, which is you don't just create content, you also kind of reach out on our behalf and do a bunch of extra things, which definitely make difference.
Awesome. Let's talk, if we may, specific results.
If we
The
may.
big, the big, the big headline figures. So
A big
yeah,
headline
talk.
figures. So you're gonna cut and edit this, right? Just so that I can make
Yeah, I mean,
this
we're going to
clear.
use long form for this as well, just so people could watch the whole thing, just so they know that it's actually a real interview, but also likely to have some, like, some clips and some edits. But yeah, mainly long form, to be honest with you, is actually more beneficial. People watch that and enjoy that more.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Look. So I mean, two jokes from me. I actually checked my notes. You were like, "Okay, we can get you to 36,000 followers in 6 months." I was like, "Good luck with that." Which was a funny thing. I'm happy to say I think we're at around 5 to 6,000. Like I need to check exactly what was the number. Um, Probably, and right now we're at 10,000 followers. So that's definitely like the first big result and major milestone which was achieved. So yeah, 100% kudos to you. That's not me doing something specific. Now I'm slightly more engaged on, okay, this looks like to be bringing results. I want to contribute to content. And, I think results bring more engagement, especially from like our team. That's the first piece. I think that the thing which was super impressive was the fact that, we kept iterating, and we got this post which generated 21,000 impressions, which is more impressions than the post I wrote when we raised $3.5 million, right? Which was pretty incredible. It was organic content, not boosted at all, 21,000 impressions, and it brought a bunch of things. I got I think 50 people just inbound reached out to me, relevant in terms of potential hires, potential partners, investors. Mainly hires. It was a more technical post, so it makes sense why we attracted more of that specific audience. But you could definitely see the engagement. I had 10 people WhatsApp me. I was like, what's happening today? Why is everybody thinking of me? We got like one potential acquirer coming through that. Not that we're selling, but you are kind of generating the interest. So you just see how awareness keeps you top of mind for people, and they kind of think of you, and that creates opportunities.
My next question, which is what's next? One last thing I just want to pick up on. You mentioned as well about McDonald's, Burger King, some obviously massive companies that you guys are working with. Genuinely, like, how did that all come about, and like, what is that situation? Because I know a lot of people that would love to attract these kind of massive companies, of course, into their ecosystem. Like, what have you done differently there?
We built an incredibly innovative product. I think is the number one thing. And two, we aligned it with what was like the corporate priority. So when there's we went in and studied, what's top of mind for these companies. I'm not going to mention any names, but there are companies which, are being, let's say, sued for labor violation. So that means you're not giving people enough breaks or proper breaks, right? And so that's kind of important for the whole brand to fix, because that's not really their desire. It's the lack of the manager's ability to do everything all at once. And so it's just a human error. And a human error, A, burns people out, but also B, costs money, because then you get sued for that, right? So I think the secret is understand what's really important right now for the brand, and position your product as a solution to that specific problem.
Nice. Love it. Final passing word, if I may.
No, of course.
So imagine someone's watching this and they're not sure about building their personal brand, trying inbound, testing outbound, getting themselves in front of the marketplace and whatnot. From your perspective, before you did it and what you tried before to now, like, what would you say to them to kind of hint them in the right direction to get started, and why should they do it?
A great question. It reminds me of a meme I saw, which I forget it was the meme, but the point was a VC was talking to a SaaS founder or like AI founder, and it was like, oh, you want to grow your business without marketing? It's like, good luck, kind of thing. So look, I think for it to work, you need multiple systems, right? You need outbound, you need and another thing I didn't mention, by the way, is we actually went in and visited all these restaurants, right? So I spent the last 2 weeks essentially visiting 5 states in the US. I spent like on average 2 days per state, just like spending time in actual restaurants, speaking to the owners, the operators, the people on the ground. That makes a big difference, right? But the point is, you need to do multiple things. You can't over-index on one thing. And the personal brand helps with credibility, because when you reach out to somebody and you have 10,000 followers, 20,000 followers, 100,000 followers, people are way more likely to respond to you because you come as a credible person, especially there are like 100,000 people. I mean, we're aiming to do that with ContentSmash. That's my next goal for you guys. But when you have 100,000 followers in an industry, you have a significant influence on that industry, and people want to talk to you. People want to exchange ideas with you. They want to partner and collaborate with you. So I think it's an underestimated leverage that many people don't see, but it's it's really what helps you get these big deals.